Hello, 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 and I'm back, and today I'm gonna bring you something that I've done in a couple of times, and a lot of people asked me, or some people, not a lot, some people asked me that if I could do it again. Um, there's it's basically auction season in April, and this is probably the last one of the big auctions coming up. End of April, Spink will have some interesting material, and we'll go one by one through those. I think these are the highlights for me. All these, to be honest, are pretty much unobtainable for my pocket, but they are still beautiful to look at. And we'll start with, well, basically this is actually China Pick S365. It's from the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. I talked about a similar banknote already in the past. Um, Beautiful design, issued in Shanghai. As you see here, minor ink. This is a PMG 25, hard to come by. The estimate is 1,200 to 1,800 pounds. I'm not so sure. This is already at 1,600 pounds. I think this will go slightly up and there. Then we have Fiji Pick 41, even in very fine PMG 35. This is actually a beautiful banknote, beautiful colors. Um, Very hard to come by this one. I think this one should be at around 3,000 to 5 to 4,000 pounds. Um, it says 2,800, 3,500 pounds. Well, just take into account that this still has some tax and VAT and also import tax and whatnot. So even if it goes for the lower estimate at 2,800, this will easily go for 4 to 4,500 bucks. But quite an interesting banknote, very rare. This one's with um, this kind of banknotes here with George VI are um, very hard to come by. Going into India, and this one is actually not um, so hard to come by. British India pick 10D, 100 rupees. This one is in particularly good shape. I mean, of course, you can see there's a pinhole here, which of course takes a lot of value. There's some staining here on the sides. Um, yeah, well, that's these banknotes, and I have to admit I'm not really the most well versed in Indian banknotes, but this one's I think this is part is also important that it was made in Bombay, so in nowadays Mumbai. Um, but it's a beautiful banknote here. I think it's 7 or 8 languages that it has here on the backside, and here it says Spiral Hole issue. That's why it's PMG 58, so almost uncirculated. Like I said, this one comes from time to time. It's already at the minimum bid, which is 6,000 pounds. I think at this quality, and I guess um, this King George the Fifth one issued in Bombay is quite a rarity. Also, 100 rupees were some money at this time. Yeah, but this one estimate is 10,000 to 14,000 pounds. Again to India, this one even a higher value, 1,000 rupees, issued in Calcutta, as you can see here. Um, George VI, of course, so here not a lot of banknotes with George VI, also PMG 55. This also has a pinhole, and I think here some decoloring. This one doesn't appear so often. And here I think the part in the front is really the beauty. This one, 7 to 8,000 pounds, hasn't had any bid yet, but these are still, I think, 2 weeks to go until this audit, or maybe when the video comes out on YouTube, it's a bit closer to the auction, but at least there's still some time to bid here. And now we're going to 5 or 4 banknotes from Iran. These are very early Persia. I always find this very beautiful. These two Tomans, the Imperial Bank of Persia, always hard to come by, 2000 to 3000. This one, um, good example. I'm not really sure what is the grading. Let's pick number two. Very fine with some repairs. The repairs here might make this one not even go to the 2000. So if I place a bid, yeah, 2000 is the bare minimum. Not sure this is gonna make it. It's still a beautiful banknote. Next one, and very interesting here. This one, for example, says payment or payable at Bushir only, at the succursal from this bank or the branch of this bank, the Imperial Persian Bank. These also have different values depending where they are payable at, and of course, different types of rarity. Nonetheless, these are all extremely rare. This one also, I guess, very fine. There are also some repairs here. I'm just gonna read it afterwards, but I think there's some repairs also. Spink 13. What they say, yeah, margins repaired, so it's fine. 900 to 1,200, minimum bid 900 pounds. Not sure it's gonna get there. I would be interested in this one, but I'm not really sure about the 900 pounds. Next is a similar one, also pick 13, but this one you see labeled at Meshed only, and this would make some difference. If you see here, the estimate is much bigger. Of course, this is also in fine condition. Well, I think the repairs on the other one are a bit more visible, but the place of issuance or the place or the branch where it's payable at here makes a lot of difference. Next, also in the same series, this is Peak 14. This one is issued in Tehran. Again, absolutely marvelous. So this one payable in Tehran only. Imperial Bank of Serbia, of Persia, sorry, 10 tomans. Also a low number in fine. This already at 800. I think this would be a actually good price on this one. Uh, Yep. Moving forward, and I will not bore you with much more on this, just another four to go. I don't normally look at specimens, but this one is actually quite amazing. I had never seen this banknote before. 42S, 1,000 francs from Madagascar, still in the French one. Quite a French design. Like I said, I had never seen this one before. At the beginning, I thought it was like color trial or something. It's an amazing, beautiful banknote. 4,000 to 6,000 at PMG 53. Not sure about the marketing. Madagascar has been quite good recently. I'm not really sure of the rarity on this one. I haven't seen it before. It doesn't mean that they don't exist. Then two extreme rarities, and of course Palestine. And what's rare here, I mean, they are rare just by themselves, but this is a consecutive pair on the 10-pound one, both almost uncirculated, 9B. The back of this banknotes, I mean, banknotes are actually very pretty, extremely rare. This one, minimum bid will be 28,000. It's expected to go 28 to 36,000. Let's see if it gets there. And of course, if this wasn't enough, the same auction has, I guess, from the same seller or from the same person that on these banknotes, also the 5-pounder here. One extremely fine, the other one uh, almost uncirculated or about uncirculated, but also the same number, or the not the same, the running numbers. Um, Basically, this is just like the other one, but in orange. Price on this one 18 to 22,000, minimum 18. Nobody has bid yet on these, but I'll check. I think it's good. And last but not the least, also something that doesn't come up so often, the 5 rupees or rupias from Portuguese India. Fortunately, these banknotes only come normally in relatively poor condition. This one also very fine. If I was to be on something, it would be on this one. Minor foreign substance. Well, I wouldn't say it's so minor. But anyway, this one at the moment at 500 pounds, I'm probably going to bid on this a bit later. Um, Also because, being Portuguese, I always look out for these ones. Again, there's 315 other more. There's a total of 315 banknotes on this auction, most of them extremely rare or rare to extremely rare. A lot of Great Britain. Also, there are British dependencies. If you are into that kind of stuff and have a bit of a deep pocket, for because of this one, there's nothing cheap on this auction. That nothing that you can buy, let's say, for less than 500 pounds or 400 pounds, something like that. That's basically the bare minimum on a minority of banknotes. But you'll have something. If you are looking to expand your collection, you have some money to spend, then this is also a nice place to go. Just keep in mind, of course, this is in the UK, so now even if you are in the European Union, you're gonna pay import taxes, which are not nice. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.